Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
You may have found yourself double-checking our calendar today because of this. Quite the unusual weather that we've had today and this month. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. It's May 18th, but it certainly doesn't feel like it after seeing a mixture of snow and rain today. And it doesn't sound like it's over just yet. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson right away for some very important information many people are going to want to know tonight. Hutch?
That's right. We are expecting some of the coldest weather we've had in a very long time across the valley as a very windy storm system that has brought gusts today over 50 miles per hour to places like Langdon spins its way out of here. Now, it's still windy, and you can expect that to be with us, but as the storm exits, on the left-hand side, you see clearing and calming, and as that clearing sky and calming winds make their way into the valley, we'll have some of our coldest temperatures, mainly in our north and western counties in the northeastern quadrant of North Dakota tonight. That is where we have that threat or risk of damaging crops or even damaging your gardens, but likely there's going to be cold weather everywhere. There is a freeze warning for our entire viewing area, frost advisory south and east of there. Be prepared for it. Look at this, record lows in Fargo down to 29 degrees, but we're going to get really close to that. So near record lows overnight, be ready for that, but some better weather in the week ahead. I'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast here in a few minutes.
It is tough to see that little temperature bar freezing and shivering.
Yes, it's the frosty facts.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Hutch. Now, with these temperatures taking a nosedive, it's prompted at least one local store to take some extreme measures tonight to save their inventory. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric joins us live now from Kmart in South Fargo. Bradford, what do you have for us?
Stephanie, it is cold out here. It has been snowing on and off all day today. The wind is just howling down the sidewalk, and that prompted Kmart behind me here to pull all of their plants inside the store. The manager told us they've moved about 20 pallets inside the store already today. Starting yesterday, they actually began covering all the displays out front. The manager says they have moved plants inside the store before, but this is a new record.
But not this late in the month. Usually it's the first week of May around Mother's Day.
As you can see here behind me, these displays are empty. It's all been moved inside the store. The store actually got a large shipment of tropical plants in yesterday, so they are doing what they can to keep those plants alive. You can still purchase them. You can still purchase the dirt and the shovels and the pots and all that jazz, the whole 9 yards. You just have to go inside the store tonight. Reporting live in South Fargo, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
All right, stay warm out there, Bradford. Well, if you have things already planted in the ground, you're advised to cover them up tonight. Kmart's general manager says the plants can survive temperatures in the mid-30s just fine, and that snow is not actually that bad for the greenery, in fact. Well, several roads were closed in Moorhead, Fargo, and West Fargo over the past couple of days, but according to the city of Fargo, there have been no issues with the storm drain system. The city engineering office says the system is designed to handle plenty of water, and this weekend was nowhere near the heaviest they've seen. The retention ponds around town are now actually required for areas of new construction and are designed as the lowest point in the stormwater system. The drains in those areas are relieving the pipes, and according to the streets department, it's been business as usual.
Based on yesterday's rain event, the storm sewer acted as it normally does. We did have some street flooding. However, based on that amount of rain, it's common for the areas that are susceptible to that.
The streets department's responsible for keeping the intakes, drains, and sewers cleaned out and free of debris. A former MSUM wrestler will be sentenced in June after pleading guilty today to raping a woman. Angel Vega pleaded guilty to getting an 18-year-old girl drunk and then taking advantage of her in his dorm lounge on campus. This all happened on September 1st. Vega will be sentenced on June 22nd, and he will have to register as a sex offender in Minnesota. Well, predators, sex offenders, and rapists, these people are many kinds of people that parents tell their kids not to be around. Now, tens of thousands of men and women are arrested for sexual assault every year. But experts say what you don't know about them could be making you and your kids more vulnerable. Coming up tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10, crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson shows us some misconceptions. Grand Forks police continue their hunt for a male suspect following the assault of 2 women in 2 separate incidents in the same neighborhood. The women were not seriously injured, but it's left police going door to door searching for this suspect. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what's happening and how you can help.
Both of the unarmed attacks happened in the dark early morning hours. One happened here on the 2300 block of 10th Avenue North, next to the entrance of Memorial Park Cemetery. The second assault happened just 3 blocks away, around the corner on the 1000 block of 20th Street North.
First victim didn't have a whole lot of detail, still isn't really able to recall what happened. Again, the second victim had more detail, and in that one, the suspect approached her, kind of grabbed a hold of her. She was able to fight her way free and take off running, fortunately, before anything more happened.
Folks who live in the neighborhood don't seem overly concerned. They say they're a tight-knit group that keeps an eye out on one another. Plus, police even went door to door this weekend.
We do. We have great neighbors, though, so we feel pretty good where we are right now. So.
Okay, I think the cops are doing a good job on this.
They're fantastic, yes.
They come door to door this weekend?
They did. We weren't home at the time, but we have a little card so we can call them back.
So have you seen anything unusual around here?
Nope, haven't seen a thing.
So who knows what's going on?
I know. It's kind of crazy, but...
At this point, police only have a sketchy description of the suspect. He's described as a 5'8" white male with a medium build and light-colored, shaggy hair. The only defining part of the suspect's description is that he has a raspy voice.
The suspect was wearing a dark hooded sweatshirt, jeans, and athletic shoes. However, there are a lot of apartments in the area to quickly slip away unless someone has surveillance video.
At least not that we're aware of. I mean, obviously that's something if citizens in those areas have surveillance on their house, we certainly would like to know that, but as of now, we're not aware of any.
In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Police say they were able to find one piece of evidence, which was not a weapon, that may be tied to the assaults. If you have any information about these cases, you're asked to contact Grand Forks Police, and you can also text them an anonymous tip. Police have arrested a second person in connection with an assault that happened outside a bar in Fargo over the weekend. 34-year-old Jesse Olson of Fargo is being held in Cass County Jail on charges of aggravated assault. Police had already arrested Scott Moan for aggravated assault charges. The 35-year-old victim still in the hospital, and officials say the fight was not gang-related. Well, the University of North Dakota has a new men's head hockey coach. Brad Berry, an assistant coach for the team, accepted the position this afternoon. The head coaching position was held by Dave Haxtell, who has been behind the bench at Ralph for 11 seasons and is leaving quite a legacy behind. He's the second winningest coach in program history, led UND to 11 NCAA tournament appearances and 7 Frozen Fours, though his team never won the title. He has taken a position with the NHL's Philadelphia Flyers. It's Monday, and this morning, Valley News Team's Christy Larson has some more lawn and gardening advice from local experts. Holland's Landscaping and Gardening Center says if you want more shade in your yard, plant a tree, but they say do it the right way. Look for the root flare and plant it level with the soil surface. If it's planted too deep, the roots may grow improper and kill the tree. Vegetable gardens can be a delicious way to have fresh produce, but gardeners say it's not crowd items in a spot. Make sure you don't do that. And if our wet weather continues, Holland says to put pots in the garage or indoors.
Yeah, you want to cover them up tonight for sure. You know, watch the weather, but anything under 34, you want to cover any tender plants, planters, hanging baskets, or bring them inside for tonight.
Hollands also says that they help plant landscaping for yards and make digital pictures of options to create a beautiful space for you. So for more information on this, go to valleynewslive.com and click on our hot button for a link to their website. A grocery store that prides itself as natural and organic is just about to open its doors. As we told you a while ago, Natural Grocers is at the corner of 45th Street and 13th Avenue South in Fargo. The owner tells us they plan to open June 9th. The store will offer fresh produce, other natural and organic groceries, body care and supplements, and all customers will also be able to utilize cooking and nutrition coaching. It was a day dedicated to helping women be stronger, healthier, and happier. And hundreds took advantage of all that was had at the Women's Health Conference today in Fargo, as well as many Valley News Live ladies. Experts, speakers, and educators converged in the Ramada Plaza Suites to share ideas on wellness, nutrition, And fitness. In one breakout session, Anne Dolans had her crowd experimenting with spring forest chissage, enhancing the flow of energy through the body. Keynote speakers included Kim Wagner, Kelly Swanson, and Dr. Joan Owens.